Okay, guys, gave you a few minutes to do those. I'll just do one more just to review exactly what you did so you can confirm you did it right. So for A, example A, g squared plus 7g plus 10. First, we're going to look for the factors of 10. So let's see the factors of 10. So we could have 5 and 2. What else could we have? We could have 10 and 1. So those are the combinations that are going to get us to 10. So 10 times 5 times 2 or 10 times 1. Well, which of those adds up to 7? 5 and 2 equals 7. 10 and 1 equals 11. So we know that. We're probably going to use this 5 and 2 combination. So now we're going to divide it into two binomials, so g and g. And again, we have two plus signs, so we know these are going to be plus signs. So g plus 5, g plus 2, that's going to be your final answer. Now, what would the two solutions to that be? That's a really interesting question we'll get to a little bit later in this lesson. So let's move on. Example 2 is factoring x squared minus bx plus c. X squared minus bx plus c. So let's look at this first example. We have c squared minus 9c plus 20. So we have x squared minus bx plus c is the format. Don't worry as much about the letters. It could be any letter, right? But let's look at the format. Okay, so c squared minus 9c plus 20. Now first, let's find the negative factors of 20. Why are we doing that, and what do we mean by negative factors? Well, remember that a negative number, let's say negative 2 times negative 4 equals what? Positive 8. A negative times a negative is a positive number, right? So we want to find the negative factors of 20. Let's just put a negative sign in front of that. So what are the factors of 20? Well, 1, negative 1, and negative 20. Yes, that's one possibility. Then we have negative 5 and negative 4. And we have negative 10 and negative 2. Right? So those are all the combinations of 20. We want to find the one that sums up to negative 9 because this middle term is minus 9. That makes sense? Awesome. So negative 1 and negative 20 are equal to negative 21. Negative 5 and negative 4 are equal to negative 9. Negative 10 and negative 2 are equal to negative 12. I think we've found our winner, right? Negative 9 is going to be our winner. So what does that leave us with? Again, what we want to do is put this into two binomial terms, right? Back to back. So we know that c has to be the first term in both of these binomials. And in the middle, because we're going to have this sign is negative, right? We're going to have two negative signs. And here's why. We'll get to the end and we'll show you exactly why. Again, we found negative 5 and negative 4 are the two factors. So we're going to have c minus 5 and c minus 4. This will be our final answer, fully factored, right? So the reason for that is because when we, again, factor this back out with our FOIL, so if we do first, and then our outer terms, and then our inner terms, and then our last terms, we're going to again get c squared minus 9c, and then negative 5 times negative 4 is what? Plus 20, right? So our final answer, when we reverse it, we're going to get the exact same thing as we had up at the top. So go ahead and try these examples. Again, when we begin the next lesson, example 3, I will jump into it with you. But first, actually, you know what? Let's do one example right now. So k squared minus 10k plus 25 is what we have. What do we want to find the factors of? Well, we want to find the factors of this c term, right? So in this case was 20. In this case is 25. So let's draw our chart, right? So we're looking for, I'll just write F20 or factors of 20. Sorry about that. Factors of 20 that add up to negative 10, right? Factors of 20 that add up to negative 10 is what that represents. I'm sorry. This should be factors of 25. Factors of 25 that add up to negative 10. So we have negative 25 and negative 1, and then we have negative 5 and negative 5. Those are really the only options, right? So we negative 26, so we know that's not going to be it. Negative 10. There is what we want, negative 5 and negative 5. So what we're going to have here, k minus 5, k minus 5. What does that get us when we FOIL it back out? First, outer, inner, and then last, k squared minus 10k plus 25. Final answer, so we know that that is correct. Okay, so you do examples B, C, and D, and then we will continue on with our work. Nice work, class.